Hello students, welcome to your lecture on web technology and its applications. This is the course overview and these are the course outcomes. In this video we will see how to access the form array data. Sometimes in HTML forms you might have multiple values associated with a single name like this. You might have got a checkbox list of checkbox where it is possible to select more than one option. But one problem with this is you can just observe you have a form created and you want to select the days of the week you are free, so multiple choices are possible. So you have used the checkbox here. Same name is given for all the checkboxes but values vary from Monday to Friday, and you have a submit button. So this enables you to enter the multiple values for one particular name. But one problem with this is if the user selects more than one day and submits the form, $_ get day value in the super global will only contain the latest update done by that user. To overcome this limitation, what we should do is you should change the name attribute for each checkbox from day to day array, so that it can store all those names with the different indices like this. So you know that when we use day with the square bracket, automatically it is taking the next empty element in the array, right? This is how we can avoid the limitation of storing. That's how we can make use of arrays of the PHP here. So it will be stored at the different indices and which can be easily accessed in the server side program as well. So after making this change in HTML, the corresponding variable $_ of day will now have a value that is of type array now. So and you can just iterate through entire array. So you can just observe this. You submitted count, that is length of the array. It will show you how many values you have chosen, and it is just going through every element of the array by making use of a for each loop. And when you are accessing individual element of the array, you should use $_get and index is day, and you have taken a iterating variable as $d and used echo $d inside the for each loop. It will display in each iteration it will display one element of the array. Here we'll see the next built-in super global array available, that is $_server array. So in this it is an associative array containing associative array in the sense both key and value are defined by the user, and key value is usually of string type. So here it is used for uh, to know the HTTP request header sent by the client. To use the $_server array, we simply have to use the relative case sensitive key names like this. It's storing the server side details like server name, server software. These all are built-in keys because the array itself is a built-in. Keys are also provided. We have to they are case sensitive, and we should use the same name in order to know that all these details. So this will display the server name, which is the server software used, what is the remote address, and many other details, like even we can use the request time, who is the HTTP user agent, what is the HTTP connection type. You can see the values of all this. Request method used is post, server protocol is HTTP, HTTP host is this one mysite.com, HTTP accepting encoding is GGF format, server name, server address, server port are all taken from the server configuration file. This is how you can know the details of the complete details of the server by using this $_server. Server name contains the name of the site that was requested. Server address tells the IP of the server. Document root tells the location from which the current we are running our script. Script name key identifies the actual script which is getting executed. Request method returns the request method. Remote address key returns the IP address of the requester. User agent is the OS and the browser that the client is using. Referral contains the address of the page that referred us to this one through what link we have entered into. So this is how we can make use of this, and this is the example on header access. can just make use of $_server and whatever the detail you want. Here it is HTTP user agent displaying the browser details and the operating system details used by the user. You can also have a variable to store the details like this. You can store it in a variable and print it later. You can just go through the referrer from which link you have entered into the website, that you can know by using the HTTP referrer. String position search.php, previous page it is searching and echoing the link from where you have entered to this site. Security, all headers can be forged also, so HTTP referrer can lie about where the referral came from. The user and agent can also be lie about the OS used and the browser the client is using. So this is what we have learnt in this entire array chapter. So we will see the rest of the part in next video lecture. Thank you.